Hey everybody, this is Clint at Man Skull 101, and I wanted to talk to you today about muzzle loaders and black powder. So I got this old thing. This is a Hawkin 50 caliber muzzle loader. It's got a 1 in 48 twist, so that means it's got a 1-inch twist for every 48 inches of barrel. So that's kind of a medium twist. And that's good for balls, round balls, and conical bullets. So I got this thing when I was 29. So that's a couple of years ago. There's nobody behind the camera, so nobody's in danger. Put it on half cock. It's not loaded. No cap. We're not going to hurt anybody today or any day, right? Be safe. Safety first, right, gentlemen? So, 50 caliber muzzle loader. This shoots 180 grain round ball of pure lead, and then you can get different conical type bullets. I shoot what's called a real bullet, which is from a Lee mold, and it's a 325 depending on your alloy. Again, pure lead's going to run about 325, 330. So anyway, I've been shooting this thing for a long time. It's a lot of fun. I like shooting black powder, and I've used Pyrodex a lot, and also I've used black powder a lot. Recently, my brother-in-law and I had a chance to shoot some black powder out in Nevada by Virginia City, and it was a great time. We had a good day. And so then for Christmas, I asked Mrs. Claus for a flintlock rifle. And so here's what she got me. A Traditions brand, which is what that other muzzle loader was too, a Traditions brand, which is made in Italy. And anyway, this is a kit though, so it's a kit that I'm going to build or assemble myself. And so looking at it, you know, there's a fair amount of work that goes into it. So I'll show you some of the parts. This is going to be maybe a several part video, but this is the beginning part. And we'll get started on it. We'll build it together. Sounds good to me. I hope it sounds good to you. So according to the instructions, this is the stock of it. And this is the lock of it. Now you can see that's a flint lock, where the parts of a flint lock are, this is the frizzen right here, which snaps down. You have a flash pan. Let's see if we can get it where you can see it. A flash pan right there. You can see that little channel there, almost looks like a bullet. That's your flash pan. And then there'll be a flash hole that goes into the barrel right here, or the chamber. Lock that down. This is on full cock. This is where you lock your flint into. Usually you'll put a piece of flint right in there. Maybe wrap it with some light leather or something like that, or some canvas type material, some cotton, whatever. I plan on pinching mine with leather. And then on the back side of this lock, you can see the sear right there. And so this thing, it's adjustable. The sear engagement is adjustable with that little tiny screw right there. You guys see it? And I was pretty happy with the way it's adjusted. It's, you know, about the full thickness of that sear adjusted right there. I feel like that's a pretty good spot. I'm going to go ahead and trip this. And so when you trip that, your flint will drag across that frizzen, shooting sparks into the flash pan, which you'll have, you know, usually a real fine granulation of black powder, maybe a 4FG. It travels from there into the flash hole of the barrel, igniting the main powder charge, which has, you know, the powder charge, a wad usually, or at least a lubricated bullet seated on top of it. If not, then a wad and then a bullet seated on top of it. And so I'll show you. That's the flash hole right there when this baby comes assembled. Now you can see it's a raw metal barrel. It's just pure raw metal. It hasn't been stained, hasn't been blued, hasn't been browned, nothing. Brand new, 33 inches long. Another 50 caliber. I was hoping for a 54, but they don't, Traditions at least, doesn't make this particular model, which is a Kentucky long rifle, and a 54 caliber. So 50 caliber it is. That kind of keeps things simple for me as far as loading, you know, a 50 and a 54 separately. That way I can pretty much do everything the same. So this is a select hardwood stock. That's the butt stock. And here's the forearm. Again, you can see it's a very long type rifle. And it doesn't say exactly what kind of hardwood. It says select hardwood. And there's a little bit of figuring to it. You know, you always hope for more, some crazy, beautiful curly maple or something, but we'll make this work. And I plan on dressing it up a little bit. This particular model typically did not have a cap box or patch box. And so like my Hawkin does, right here, this is a patch box. So I plan on installing one of those of some sort, maybe not this exact type, although this seems to have worked well for me. Anyway, some type of patch box on the, I'm a right-handed shooter, so it'll be on the right hand of the stock, just like this one is. Now again, the differences are here, the big difference is this is a flintlock versus a cap lock. You know, you put your percussion cap on the nipple right there, the hammer, they call it the cock actually, goes down, shoots sparks through that, in through the flash hole, into your main load. Similar to this, but this uses a flint and sparks to ignite that flash pan down there. Anyway, same type of process, but this is an earlier method than what this was. And it's just old school, and I like old school, so I'm pretty excited about putting it together. And I'll show you guys the progress as we go. So the first thing that I noticed is that the lock doesn't fit in the inletting on the wood. So, you know, that's going to be my first challenge right there. Of course, you want to remove a little at a time so you don't wind up with a bunch of big ugly gaps, right? We don't want that. It looks to me like it's just a little bit short overall. The overall gap of it's a little bit short. So this span from here to here. So I'm going to work on that a little bit. Also looks like this area right here is a little bit heavy on wood. So maybe I'm talking about maybe take a 30-second off there and maybe a 30-second off there. I don't know if me pointing with my fat fingers is the best idea. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're going to do. And then at some point, we'll have a finished rifle. We're going to do, I think I'm going to brown the barrel instead of blue it. We're going to stain this wood. We're going to do all the inletting so it fits perfectly. I'm going to install the trigger. Now on my Hawkin, it has a double set trigger. And that's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Boy, you set that back trigger and then that front trigger is 3 or 4 ounces. I haven't weighed it, but it's really light. So this is a single trigger, and I'm going to go that route and we'll try it and see if I like it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I'll change it and put a double set trigger in it. So that's all, you know, things that you can do while you're putting one of these together. Anyways, so I hope you're as excited about it as I am. I'm going to get started on this thing. I'll do another video maybe after I get the lock inletted where it fits properly. And then we'll go on to our next step. So you guys have a good one. God bless you all. God bless America. Have a great day.